And here we are again. Arsenal, it's back. Of course, last episode finished season 1, finished second behind Liverpool, didn't start their unbeaten season. But now, not only have we got a new season, we've also got some Champions League football. So today, I'll run over who we signed, who we let go, quickly look at our Champions League group, and the Community Shield, which we play against last season's champions, Liverpool. It's Arsenal's glory. Let's get into it. Right, and welcome back to the Henry FM22 YouTube channel. I hope I find you well, as always. Yeah, it's nice to. I'm really enjoying the save. I played through the off season the other day. I just had a little bit of time away from streaming, and I realised that we're in a really good position after last season. Finishing second was huge. Getting Champions League football after season 1 was massive. We've done quite a lot with the squad. There's a few people have left, a few interesting names we've brought in. Some you might already know about as well. One interesting one which we were very close to bringing in. He was never going to join, but let's leave it like that. But yeah, if you are new here and you're enjoying the series, I mean, if you're not new here, you should still be liking the video, commenting, and all that stuff. Hopefully more content out soon. I'm getting back. I'm just occasionally getting the odd YouTube spark. Now I've sorted a house out for next, so I'm not homeless in 2 months. Everything's going to be a lot more easier for me to make more content. But yeah, and if you are new here, click the sub button. It is completely free, and if you change your mind, you can always unsubscribe later. You shouldn't, but I mean, it's free. It's free. Twitch as well down below. We are currently doing Royal Excel Musclon. As I said, there's streams for like a week, but I'm hoping to finish off season 2 very soon, where we somehow got ourselves into a title battle. Turns out playing a broken formation works quite well. But yeah, let's see. Start the transfers we've got rid of. First of all, not really a surprise, Mavropanos was on loan at Stuttgart. They activated his buying fee or whatever, his future fee. He was never going to be good enough to play for us. I mean, if he was homegrown, then maybe, but around attribute-wise, he's championship level at best. The injury prone also is a bit of a questionable one. But yeah, I mean, it's money, I guess, so positive. Right, there were a few big sales. One is still going through that you won't see this episode. Lucas Torreira came back from loan, didn't activate his buying fee, which was great because we got, as you will see here, 22.5 million. Okay, it's a 4 million loss, but considering has he ever been that good for Arsenal? He's been out on loan for the last 2 years. I'd say 22.5 million, not bad going. I mean, across the board, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but his contract was up in a year. I wasn't going to keep hold of him. The homegrown just puts me off. He wasn't going to start, and he just wasn't the player I wanted. Yes, he's good, but he wasn't what I needed. So we just shipped him off to Real quite easily. Another one of the last season loanees. Somehow PSG came in early in the window and came in for about 20 odd million. I got them up to, as you will see here, £26 million. It's a lot of profit for Arsenal. Again, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he's third choice right back. I mean, we'll look on the reports quickly. You'll see here, well, he's second choice. But I'd rather have Maitland-Niles. I mean, it's a really good squad comparison bit in the corner. I will just sort of zoom in on it. But yeah, really good squad comparison. He is technically would have been second choice. He was never going to get in front of Tomiyasu. I mean, he's just not that good. He's decent, but he's not amazing. Yeah, I guess he's homegrown, but it's Maitland-Niles and 26 million, big money. As I will show in the transfers in, that money was well spent. Before I show you that transfer that we bought, the transfers that we bought in, Pablo Mari also left. He is now, I believe, about 5th or 6th choice at centre back. Of course, we've brought in a new centre back, and well, we've brought in 2 new centre backs technically, one which you know about, and also Saliba came back. I'm trying to get Saliba out on loan because I don't think he's going to start, and I still see him as a developing player. But Still, regardless, we got 11 million for Mari. They've made a profit on him technically. He's good. He's again one of those. He'd be good if we were mid-table, but we're not. So he's not the player I wanted. But yes, we'll go into the ins and I'll show you the two players that you'll probably already know about. Boubacar Kamara being the first. Listed as a ball winner. I'm not playing him there. I know he's only 6 foot. I like him as a ball player. And if we change formations, we can always use Libero. He's a very good player. He's young. He was free. We've got him on a long-term deal, 5 years. I think a very, very good pickup that we got. And I'm very happy with him. So he'll be in and out of the first team. And we need that sort of depth. Now we're in the Champions League. We've got to think about depth in numbers. I've got so many centre-backs, but I don't mind having too much depth. Right, the first of 2 signings that we didn't speak about. The first being Merih Demiral. I was thinking, why it's good, but if I want to upgrade, I'm going to need to go a step above. Demiral was a bargain. A £16 million bargain. It's just, I mean, Atalanta bid 16 million on him because he was there on loan last season. And I just went, you know what? Screw it. I'll try. I don't know if I'll be able to beat them because he was on loan there. But yeah, he turned out to join us. Maybe not quite the ball player I like, but you can't look away from the fact that he's 6'4". He can jump. His composure may be a bit questionable. Heading, tackling, marking. He's a very, very good centre-back. Driven, only 24, only a 4-year deal and 82 grand a week. It's not bad, and I feel like he's a centre-back that can be a solid fixture in our team for years to come. Speaking of solid fixtures in our year to come, yes, kind of a spoiler on what we're going to be doing in terms of another sale, but Jamal Musiala. I will show you after this the player we did nearly try and bring in on a free. Beaten to us by Bayern. So I then went to Bayern. Okay, if you're going to take that, I'm going to take one of your star wonder kids. You know, he's born home bred at Chelsea and he's come to Arsenal. I think it's just a story. He's quick. He's good on the ball. He's just very, very, very good. He's only 19. He's only 19. Yes, I'm paying him 200 grand a week. Yes, you may look at the fact that I did pay 66 million for him, but why wouldn't you? He's a star. He maybe could have been better at finishing, but he fits in the system well, and he's gonna be special. Even if, I mean, I doubt we'll be here when he's sold. I mean, who knows? But we're gonna make money off him. He's gonna go for huge money. That's just what happens. And if not, we've got someone who's A, homegrown, B, fits in the system, and C, a very, very good player. However, not as good as the player that I did want to bring in on the left-hand side. I was so close to bringing in Mbappe. I had him on trial. I put a bid on him. It would have been 300k a week, and then every big club in Europe came in for him, and he then chose Bayern. So kind of why I stole Musiala. I mean, if I'd have got Mbappe in, it would have it would have been cheating, I guess. I'd have probably been called out for cheating. I mean, yeah, the editor's on. I just forgot to disable it for this save. I know, actually, I bought the editor whilst I was doing this save for another thing, and yeah, I just can't seem to get rid of it. But yeah, Mbappe didn't join us, so that's kind of sad. But anyway, run through the squad for today's game, and then see what we can do in the Community Shield against Liverpool. So yeah, this is the fairly new look Arsenal. It's a similar sort of team. I mean, there's a few interesting names that we've brought in that have moved into places that were originally held by players from last season, but we'll just run through the starting 11 quick. In goal, Ramsdale, just offered him a new contract, so hopefully he's going to be here for a while to come. Tomiyasu. Demiral moves into the centre-back role alongside Gabriel. Tierney at left-back. In midfield, I've gone with Guendouzi instead of Sambi Lokonga. I see more on Guendouzi as a box-to-box. Partey alongside him. Those 3 sort of attacking players. Saka, Odegaard, and of course Musiala coming in. As you'll notice, there's no Aubameyang. You can draw your own conclusions. It's probably quite obvious what I'm doing. You'll probably find out next episode anyway. And then, of course, Belotti up front, as always. Standard stuff, really, isn't it? So yeah, we'll head into the Liverpool game and see what we can do against the Reds, who went unbeaten last season. Yeah, no pressure at all whatsoever. And this Liverpool team, it looks the same. No, they've got Declan Rice and Pavard. So now they've got Declan Rice and that midfield. You know, a way to make a good team even better. But yeah, we're sticking with the 4-2-3-1. Let's see if we can win our first trophy. Tierney with a throw in, it's to Odegaard, Musiala, Tierney again, Partey, he does love a banger, Guendouzi, Tomiyasu, building it nicely out here, Tomiyasu out on the wings, and it's a save, and oh, Odegaard's got an open goal. I mean, the highlight continues, but it's not going to be anything, is it? It's just that typical post-good highlight. Yeah, it's a corner, and I mean, I'm gonna keep commentating on the fact that there's a corner, but we all know what's gonna happen. We all know it's gonna be swung in by Odegaard, and it's gonna be nothing. Wow, who's surprised by the fact that there's literally nothing from this highlight? I mean, Saka's still on it. Imagine if there is actually a goal here. It would make me look very silly, as we've into a dangerous position. Tierney, Thomas, and a rubbish cross, and we're still on the ball. And Saka's hit it straight. Oh God, we're just not going to score. Can't wait to concede in a minute. Liverpool now with their own throw-in. Robertson, Mane. The fact that they've still got Mane, Salah, they're so dangerous. It does genuinely terrify me how good they are. Demiral with a great ball out under pressure to Saka. Demiral, of course, we know isn't great on the ball. Belotti into Odegaard. It's a great ball. Musiala on debut. It's the post. Oh, that would have been a dream debut for our new man. And that is half time. You know, I know we're not winning and we've had some really good chances to take the lead. Not disappointed. I'm really not disappointed. We're taking the game to Liverpool. And Liverpool went unbeaten last season. And we look good. Musiala hasn't had the best of games so far. There's not really many standout performances. I mean, our defence has been very solid. But let's enter the second half, see if we can somehow get a result here at Wembley. I like straight from kick-off, which is interesting. Odegaard has put the ball through to Musiala. Surely if he cuts it back, there's a great... It's not a great cross. Maybe he's just got to get fit into the system. This is his debut. I don't know if he's played any games, even a friendly for us, so he's not used to the tactic. Give him time, he'll develop. Fabinho to Rice, Van Dijk. Now this is a problem. They've got loads of players out on the wings, and I'm about to... Oh, hi, Scoot. You might not have seen that, just coming online. Anyway, distraction over. Mane, Robertson, this is scary. Henderson, oh please, blocks everywhere. Oh my God, it's a Lego set. Just block after block after block. I know that pun wasn't funny, but just let me at least try it. And it's a free kick here. Odegaard, this would be special. Oh, he's forced Alisson to make the save, but I don't think it was going in. I mean, we got there. Here you go, the post highlight corner. I think about 1 in 100 of these ends up in a goal. Musiala, is he going to give the ball away now? Odegaard, not an offside. Usually that happens out there. Nope, the highlight just ends. Thanks, SI. We are still keeping our own here. Liverpool with a free kick here, and it's still anyone's game. I mean, the stats will say that it should be a draw, but I feel like we've definitely had the better chances, which probably means we're about to go down 1-0 to a Salah goal. I mean, Ramsdale, you probably could have caught that. I think I could have caught that, but hey-ho, if nothing comes from the corner, then we won't have to worry, and it'll be absolutely fine. And it's swung in, and it's cleared, and is this going to be the time where I concede those 1 in 100 highlights? It probably is, isn't it? It really is. It's going to be. No, thank goodness for Ramsdale and his big boot, as Belotti is just going to run away and get tackled, and that's it. And we've got another throw in here. I can't remember if this game goes to extra time or penalties. I'll have to check after this highlight. It might not matter if we end up conceding here. Or Tierney. Right, if we can break. Musiala hasn't really gotten much legs left. Yeah, I was not surprised. Still looking a bit knackered. He's our first full game of the season. We've had friendlies, but I usually just rotate and quick pick for friendlies, so not everyone's got perfect match sharpness. Oh no, that's not like this. We've played so well. We've been in this game and we've taken it to Liverpool. Declan Rice. Of all the things that could have happened, it's Declan Rice on his debut. Scoring a worldie. I can't sit there and be upset and annoyed, but it's sad. We were doing so well, and I guess if there's one goal spread deadlock, it's that. Let me see what we can do. Nothing would come from it. I mean, the positives to take is we lost 1-0 to a Declan Rice screamer. I mean, it's not our second trophy of the save. I mean, it is only Community Shield. I mean, I wouldn't be saying this if I won the thing, but it's a glorified friendly, and it's given our boys a bit of a run out and see what we're like against, well, a team that went unbeaten last season. Oh well, wasn't meant to be. Could be worse. I've just realised we don't know our Champions League group yet. I don't actually know when the Champions League starts. I'm looking at United game as a definite. Depending on when the Champions League starts. Let me just double check quickly. So luckily, I believe our first Champions League game will be in the midweek after that United game. So what we'll do is we'll play that United game and then hopefully our first Champions League game. I can't wait for the fixtures to be all switched around. So I'll play through the rest of the transfer window. We'll get the first round of the Carabao Cup. I mean, that no one really cares about anyway, but we'll get that out of the way. And then, yeah, I mean, the games do come thick and fast, obviously, at the start of this season, just because of the World Cup. So, I mean, I'm looking at some of these fixtures. I mean, Everton and Man City, that's a tough little run. Tottenham, Southampton, Liverpool. We aren't really blessed with too many horror runs. City, Chelsea. I mean, this run isn't great. Wolves at home, Liverpool away, Spurs at home, Newcastle away. Now, running away against Brentford and home against United could be interesting. That is everything for today's video. Sadly, no Community Shield, but a positive performance nonetheless. As I said, if you're enjoying the series, and you should subscribe if you haven't already, like, comment, all that lovely, beautiful stuff. I mean, follow the socials as well, the Discord, join that. Hopefully, I'm trying to, at the moment, simulate something different that might be out at some point soon. I don't know. Maybe a tactic video. Hell, maybe I'll test this Arsenal tactic thing. It works quite well. Also got another tactic I should probably test. I don't know. They'll probably be bad, but hey ho. Tactic videos kind of bang. As well as that, Twitch. It'll be down there or maybe over there with my fancy new little transition that I'm proud of. Stream usually a few times a week. More Royal XL at Muscron over in Belgium. We're doing stupidly well. Might be broken tactic, but we're still doing really well. But yeah, that is everything. We'll be back, of course, with that United game and Champions League game, hopefully. But until then, stay safe. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.